Welcome back to Living in the San Francisco Bay Area. Today we are going to check out the beautiful city of Concord, California. Concord is a nice sprawling suburb in the East Bay. It's about a 30 to 35 minute BART ride in and out of San Francisco. It's got great outdoor parks, tons of shopping, and lots to see and do in Concord and the surrounding areas. If you like it warm and sunny most of the year and you like the suburbs and you don't want to be in an urban area, Concord is a great place to check out. The schools here are really diverse, so there's lots of really highly rated schools in Concord and the surrounding areas. People and families of all ages and sizes love to flock to Concord because you can still get a single family home here under $1 million. There are tons of single family homes over $1 million, but even so, there are lots of really great options and many different price points. So come, let's check out Concord, California and see if it's a place that you want to live. I'm Andrea West. I've been a realtor since 2010 and I'm a Bay Area native. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, I would love to meet with you. My contact information is below. You can shoot me a text, give me a call, or send me an email. I've also got a QR code in my banner if you want to book a Zoom meeting with me. Let's get into Concord. All right, so the city of Concord, we right now are at Todos Santos Plaza. This is kind of the hub and the heart of Concord downtown. You can see there's a really nice playground over there, lots of kiddos playing, really beautiful garden and lawn out here. And you've got lots of things to see and do. There's lots of restaurants right around the plaza. We've got Starbucks there across the street. Over here, you've got Bank of America right next to the old spaghetti factory. So let's head over, sorry guys. So right across the street from the plaza, we're gonna walk around to show you kind of some of the commercial establishments and restaurants that are here. People love to come here for farmers market on Thursday nights. There's music and local vendors and lots of food, and it's just a really great time. So definitely check Concord out for that if you're in town or if you live here on a Thursday night. Really fun. The old spaghetti factory. Tandoori pizza, lots of fusion tandoori pizza in the Bay Area. I love it. Sourdough and Company, I really love their sourdough bread and their sandwiches. I've eaten there way too many times. And there's a ton in the Bay Area. It's not just here in Concord, it's like a little chain. Pete's Coffee right on the corner. Coming around the corner, Cream, another local chain. I'm not sure, they might be bigger than local, but cookies rule everything around me. Super fun. So if you want little desserts and cookies and ice cream cookies and all that fun stuff. Naan and curry, I've definitely eaten there. Really good Indian food, love it. Down a little bit further, you've got Fire Wings. It's a nice little vacancy here. And up here on the corner, we have Chipotle. And then this is right across the street from the movie theater, the Brendan movie theaters. Right now, we are at a really major intersection. This is Salvio and Concord Avenue, which turns into Galindo. You can see it's just kind of the beginning of heading over into Los Santos Plaza. There's Cipollini's Pizza across the street and a barber shop and then a burger and chicken spot as well. People out having fun, riding the bikes. Here you got Chase Bank, and then you've got Vinny's restaurant down there. We're coming up on Burma across the street. Lots of really good food options here in Concord. One thing I will say, kind of a joke, but Concord has 2 seasons. They have Bay Area winter, which is really just rain, and then summer because it's sunny and warm here most of the year. And a lot of that has to do that Concord is a lot more inland. It's further from the bay and further from the ocean, so it gets a lot warmer here. You're right next to Walnut Creek, Pleasant Hill. All those areas also get a lot more sun, tends to get a lot warmer. Most people here have air conditioning in their homes. It's almost a requirement. If you like pool weather, if you like kind of enjoying the outdoors and having it warm, Concord is a really great option for that. Now, Concord has got lots of shopping malls, lots of strip malls, lots of auto dealerships. It's a very spread out suburb, so there's kind of, lots of things to do and see. Plus, you're right next to Walnut Creek and all the other surrounding areas, so if you want to hop over to the next city, it's really convenient to be able to do that too. Play laser tag at Qzar. I didn't even know Qzar was still around. That's great. Go get Mexican at La Piñata. Get you a better view of the plaza this way. Todos Santos Plaza. Very nice park. Let's go check out some of the other areas of Concord. Here we are in Concord. We are at Willow Pass and Sutter. Willow Pass and Sutter Street. And we are going to turn on Willow Pass, and this is one of the major thoroughfares here in Concord. Now we're kind of close to downtown Concord right now. Downtown Concord has got a mix of commercial businesses as well as some newer construction. You can see some townhouse type construction there, and lots of little like bakeries and eateries and shopping all around us. So here we are, we turned on Galindo and we're right next to Concord Boulevard. I want to show you that one of the nice things about Concord is they've got a great BART station. Concord BART will take you in and out of San Francisco, other parts of the East Bay, of course, down into San Jose. So it's really nice if you're in Concord, you've got the BART station. There are also BART stations in some of the adjacent cities as well. But this is a really convenient one to be getting to. And you can see it's right here in downtown Concord. And right on Grant, you can see this is the big parking lot outside of BART, which is great. So there's lots of parking, and the BART station's right there. And it takes maybe 25-30 minutes to get into downtown San Francisco on BART. Definitely faster than driving if you're driving during commute hours. If there's no traffic to getting to San Francisco, it'll take maybe a few minutes longer driving, but not much. BART's pretty efficient. So if you're working downtown, that's a great way to go. And then, of course, more parking. Because almost everybody in Concord has a car. You pretty much have to have a car to get around Concord. It's a very spread out city. And there is public transit, but it's definitely not what it is in the more urban parts of the Bay Area. All right, back on Willow Pass. I had great coffee this morning over there at Gratitude Coffee, really good coffee. There's a Brazilian restaurant right across the street. Right now we are driving to go to Sun Valley Mall just to kind of show you guys more of the commercial side of Concord. Across the street over there is Hobby Lobby and Guitar Center. There was a dental place and there's a dialysis place there. Now we're coming up on 680 and here is the on-ramp for that. You can tell it's rush hour. It's pretty busy right now. So these are people leaving. Over there's another shopping center, the Willows. You've got Ulta, Old Navy, Fuddruckers and such back that way. And over here is the Sun Valley Mall. Now it's changed a lot over the years as retail has changed, you know, worldwide. That being said, just kind of drive around a little bit. So that used to be a Sears over there back when, you know, Sears was a thing. Up ahead, you can see there's Macy's right next to a Red Robin. Drive around the back side, we'll see a little bit more shopping, parking over there. All right, so here we are at Sun Valley Mall. Now it has got something for everybody. There's so much to shop and see here. You've got your staples like H&M, Express, Macy's, JCPenney, Spencer's, Hot Topic, all sorts of, you know, stores like that. And then there's also kids stores, like there's children's stores, there's food, you know, lots of food options. There's tons to see and do here at the Sun Valley Mall. It's one of the bigger malls in the Bay Area that is still going strong. So definitely if you like shopping, it's a great place to go. All right, guys, driving around the Sun Valley Mall. You got the Fusion Buffet right next to JCPenney's, and you got BJ's here. Coming up here, you've got a bowling and amusement area at Round 1, 24-hour fitness, and then Macy's. Sun Valley is a really active mall. There's a lot going on the inside, lots of shops and food places and things to do. So definitely come check out Sun Valley Mall, one of the more active places to go shopping here in Concord. All right, so here we are in the beautiful neighborhood of Dana Estates. This is kind of a typical street in the neighborhood. You'll see lots of homes built in the mid 1900s, so like 1940s, 50s, and 60s. A lot of single level, some two-story homes, but a lot of single level homes. One of the things I love about Dana Estates is it got really beautiful mature trees. It's really developed. You can just see the nice shade and it's beautiful to walk around. It's great because you have sidewalks. There are some parts of Concord that actually don't have sidewalks, or some streets it's just a street and then driveways and really not somewhere to go out walking with the kid or go on a jog or take the dog out. So that being said, you can imagine Dana Estates is really popular for families. So you'll see a lot of strollers, you'll see a lot of dogs, you'll see a lot of people out just in the neighborhood because it is so charming and lovely to walk around. As we're coming up to this corner, this is a great example of some of the fun things you can see throughout the Bay Area, but especially in Concord. These folks are selling some really great fresh strawberries and fruit from right over there in the valley. Concord is about 30 minutes from San Francisco. It's 30 minutes inland, which means it's on its way to the valley. It's still definitely in the Bay Area, but You go another 30 minutes east inland and you are in Byron, you're in Discovery Bay, you are in the area where they are growing the amazing fruits and vegetables that we eat. So we've got really great fresh fruit here in the Bay Area, and especially in Concord, you'll get a lot of people at the farmers market and vendors on the streets, and then the fruit in the stores that you can buy. So definitely a nice perk about living in this area, especially over in the East Bay. So as we leave Dana Estates, we're gonna go drive over to one of my other favorite neighborhoods and check out some of the stuff in between. So over here you can see another shopping center. There are tons of shopping centers in Concord, and just check out kind of what is in and around just driving around Concord. So if you see straight ahead off in the distance, I don't know how much the camera's picking up, you've got beautiful green lush rolling hills. And all around Concord, there is tons of nature. So you have these big, beautiful hills. There's some gorgeous mountains, lots of great hiking in the East Bay. There's a school right there. They're having a game. Lots of fun stuff to do out here. Really popular, again, with people of all ages, but especially families. Speaking of families, a lot of people are asking about schools. So there are some really great school options in Concord and some of the surrounding areas. Really just depends on what you're looking for. We are going to turn here on Deckinger. Head over this way. Concord used to be a lot more rural back in the day. There was a lot more farmland, a lot more agriculture. It's definitely become more suburban over the years, but there is still some of that. There's still some of that influence. So you can get some of the homes closer to the outskirts that have more space, especially as you're getting closer to the Clayton side of things. Whereas once you kind of get more like South Concord, on the border of Walnut Creek, a lot of people love being able to hop over into Walnut Creek because Walnut Creek's got a lot of really great restaurants and amazing downtown, lots of fun things to see and do there as well. If you like a little more kind of action and food scene and things to do that way. So there are definitely some condo and townhouse options in Concord as well. So you can see there's lots of these communities. So if you want something that's not necessarily a single family home, maybe a little bit lower price point, you can find some options there. As I mentioned, one of the things I love about Concord is you can really get a starter home around like $600,000, and then it goes up from there. You can definitely get a bigger home or a higher end home in one of the really nice neighborhoods for $1 million or $1.2 million, and even $1.4 million, $1.5 million. I've seen some really nice ones. Just really depends on where you're looking. But if you're on a budget and you're looking for a great place to raise a family or buy a starter home, and you don't necessarily want to live in San Francisco or too close to San Francisco, Concord is a really great option for that. So now we are going to turn into Canterbury Village. Now I have sold a few homes in Canterbury Village, and you can see it is just such a cute little neighborhood. Again, another great neighborhood with sidewalks. A lot of homes, single and two-story, and all of these fun little cute named streets. Not all of them, but a lot of them. You've got Lancelot and Canterbury and Shakespeare and all these fun little streets. Anyway, so it's got the Canterbury Village vibe with all the names, and it's a really nice neighborhood to be considering if you're looking to move here. Again, you can get some of these homes in this neighborhood under $1 million. Just really depends on what you're looking for. It's cute. It looks like they have a little beer crawl on April 19th coming up. That's kind of cute. So it's nice. You have a lot of these cute little neighborhoods. They have little community events and block parties and stuff. I mean, that's throughout the Bay Area, but that's kind of fun to see. People out walking their dogs. Just kind of show you driving around. It's a really charming neighborhood. So if you like the vibe of this, Canterbury Village is a great place to be considering a home. It's gonna be a little more for Canterbury. Might be a little nicer street to use. Right now we're on Joan in Canterbury Village. Great example of one of the flatter streets in the area. There is a little bit of a hill in certain parts of Canterbury Village. If you want to be up on a hill, that's an option. Just very cute around here. And turning on Canterbury. So you can imagine going into Clayton, Highlands, we are closer to the city of Clayton. See, the hills are a lot closer to us than they were in some of the other neighborhoods or downtown Concord. You're heading more on the outskirts of town now, so it's going to be a little more hilly and really green and lush and beautiful. Cool. So just checking out this neighborhood, see really nice sidewalks. So you can tell the architecture here isn't quite the same as it is in the other neighborhoods. Still a lot of like mid-1900s homes, but some of them have got more of a newer contemporary aesthetic, kind of later like 1990s, a bit of a different vibe. Just depending on where you're looking in the neighborhood. So driving throughout Clayton Highlands, check out some of the architecture in the homes. Love to see the horse riding sign that shows you that you are a little bit further out in town, so you can get people on horseback, which is kind of fun. And checking out the architecture, so you've got a lot of, like, you know, the single level homes that a lot of the other neighborhoods in town have. And then you've got some of the more 1970s era architecture over here. So you've got some that have got higher pitch ceilings, just newer kind of stucco look, some 2-story homes, which is a little more common over here right next to single-story homes. So there's kind of, you know, a little bit more variety in what you're looking at, but not a huge difference. You can see the streets are nice and wide and quiet, and you've got sidewalks to walk around. Really charming neighborhood out here. Drive up a little bit more, there's that community over there. I've actually showed property in this community. It's little condos, very cute. And it's really nice. You're so close to nature. It's the Roundtree HOA. And just to show you more of the single families across the street too. You've got more hills out in this area. It is a Highlands, so, you know, implying that it's up a little bit. Really pretty, lots of mature trees, really nice streets, really charming neighborhood. Very kind of a little more tucked away. You're not quite in downtown. You're not as, you know, central to more of the activity. So if you like it a little bit quieter, this might be a great neighborhood. That's a good option. You can see the big, beautiful mountains in the background, which is not too far now that we're over here. And up here on a nice school and park. People can come out here at the Highlands Park, which is great. And then over here, you're at Highlands Elementary School, very popular. Lots of people love this school. So another great bonus about living over here. Around the corner, we've got Pine Hollow Middle School. And I just want to drive this strip a little bit to show you just how beautiful the mountains are just as the backdrop here. It's just so peaceful and so quiet, and just such fresh, clean air. And not that it's so peaceful and quiet and just really nice at the fresh greenery and the fresh, clean air around. The whole Bay Area is just riddled with nature and the mountains and greenery and the bay and the ocean. I love that Concord has just got a lot of this around it as well. And up here this is Dana Farms, and this is another pocket over here in the Highlands. And I really just want to show you around. This is a really nice community, really charming, and God, just look at that big, beautiful mountain right behind you. The homes in this area can definitely be on the higher end for Concord, and you can see why, but a lot less expensive than a lot of parts of the Bay Area. Checking out here at the end of the cul-de-sac, get some of these big, beautiful homes right at the base of the mountain, and then other mountains to look at the other way. Concord is almost like a valley in between them. It's really just such a nice community. The homes in this area are, you know, in the 900,000 or $1 million to 1.2 range. So a little bit on the higher end for Concord, but not completely crazy either. Concord's so great and really attractive for a lot of people. It's a lot more affordable than Walnut Creek, which is right next door. People love Walnut Creek for being able to go out, but the pricing is a little bit more expensive than Concord. So Concord is really a nice in between. If you're a little bit on a budget and still want a lot of the amenities and fun things that it has to offer. I hope you had fun exploring Concord just as much as I did. Thank you so much for joining me today on Living in the San Francisco Bay Area. If you have any questions about Concord, the surrounding areas, or anywhere else in the Bay, I would love to chat with you. My contact information is below. You can shoot a text, give me a call, or send me an email. I also have a QR code in my banner if you want to book a Zoom with me. Also, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so I can keep sending you more fun content about living in the Bay Area. I'm Andrea West. I've been a realtor since 2010, and I'm a Bay Area native. So whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, I look forward to hearing from you. I know Bay Area real estate from both sides of the bridge, and when we work together, your goals are my business. Till next time.